Throughout the history of journalism, there has been many trailblazers and innovators that have changed the way the industry looks and works. With so many people that could be considered heroes, here are three journalists that I see as journalism heroes. John Zenger. John Zenger was the publisher of one of the early newspapers in colonial America, and is most known for representing the first attack on journalism in the colonies. Zenger was ordered to be arrested after publishing articles criticizing colonial governor William Cosby. In 1734, he was captured and his newspaper was burnt to the ground. John's wife, Anne, bravely ran the newspaper while he was captured. Zenger would go to trial and be defended by Alexander Hamilton, who argued as long as the statements were true, public officials could not sue newspapers over libel. This decision defined the first attack on journalism in the colonies, and the verdict showed that British rulers at the time could not sue newspapers for negative reports published about them as long as they were true. Zenger is seen as a hero because of his fight for true reporting. Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells is a journalist, publisher, and civil rights advocate who fearlessly wrote about lynchings in the South. She is a hero for many reasons, but one is her pursuit of lynching stories, exposing many in the South while being threatened. If she was caught, she would have been lynched, but she wrote about them despite that. Furthermore, in 1884, she refused to move her seat on a train, mirroring what Rosa Parks would do in the 1950s. Even after exposing many incidents of racism and lynching in the South and being an advocate for civil rights, she has not received the recognition that other civil rights leaders may have. She is a hero for reporting, even with the threats of lynching, and exposing several lynching incidents that otherwise would have been swept under the rug. Craig Sager. Craig Sager is a sports broadcaster for Turner Sports, who is an inspiration and hero based on his impact to sports reporting, more specifically the NBA. He was a sideline reporter for the NBA on TNT for much of his career, and was known for his colorful suit jackets, and became his staple. In 2014, Sager would be diagnosed with cancer and fight through it for the next 2 years. In 2016, Sager would be given the Jimmy V. Perseverance Award from ESPN, and gave an iconic speech ending in his most famous quote, "Time is something that cannot be bought, it cannot be wagered with God, and it is not an endless supply. Time is simply how you live your life." He would pass away from cancer 6 months later. Sager is an inspiration to many, including myself, due to his perseverance and outlook on life. He is one of my personal heroes because of the way he looked at life and the people in it. Craig Sager is an inspiration to many throughout sports reporting. As you can see, throughout the history of journalism, many people have been considered heroes. I chose these three based on their inspiration to me, as well as their influence on journalism.